That didn't do me any good. I know I have one, but that's not doing any good either. Oh. Yeah, shit. Fuck it. Trying to figure out how to turn off my car without my keys. Yeah, I know I got them in here somewhere. I just found them. Oh, shitty. No, matter of fact, she went and fucking lied to Fred Myers and shit. Kind of like the same stuff she was doing with you. The whole, was I beating on your vehicle? I suppose I should ask you that. Was I beating on your vehicle? No? Fucking Christ. Right after I got done with that last night, I made a video about being thankful that you fucking exist. I mean, seriously, you were my fucking sanity last night. Your fucking jokes. At first, I thought you were one of them fucking spammers that get on and harass me because Natalie got shot in the head and all that. But no, I was like, there's no way that he knows this shit if he's not in the parking lot, because he's telling me stuff that, holy shit, she is coming. When you let me know that, I fucking yelled at that cop like he'd been doing what he could to try to avoid the situation and play fucking stupid and pretend like he's gonna do something. And you guys let me know she was on her way across my direction again. I was like, oh hell no. That cop is gonna fucking stop if I have to scream bloody goddamn murder. It's gonna stop. Yeah, she's like that a lot. But she can play sane when she goes and talks to people at Fred Meyer to pretend like I'm some sort of a horrible monster who's pulling fucked up shit at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? I recorded that this morning too, but they did speak to me nicely. The guy's name was Rob. Told me I'm not allowed to panhandle. Told me, well, I'm not over there anyway. And he said I can't be living in their parking lot. All stuff that I expected, but I mean, really, the shit with Molly's been going on 3 weeks. You guys think last night was bad? Last night was nice. Last night was mild. Like, she started off the night. I was going through evidence that I got to try to turn into the crooked goddamn cops we got here. And another situation where I'm being harassed by a guy since the river, a guy who's a fucking sick perv. And of course, I'm having to go through a bunch of my evidence to try to find that, and I got to listen to every fucking video to try to find the ones that have the important shit in it. And of course, while I'm going through that, I've got it ghetto blasting. I can't hear shit, but I felt my vehicle move. Like, what the fuck? Then, of course, she beats on it hard. That's what fucking really got me pissed off. I was like, oh, all right. Apparently, there must be a cop outside of my vehicle. I better make sure that I'm recording it. So I turned it on, and no, it's fucking Molly. Right? That was when she was beating on my car last night. So then, of course, I can't call the cops because I'm homeless male. I'm fucking screwed. It's like having a tiny penis and trying to get a decent wife. It's just not going to happen. Women like sex too. It's horrible, you know. Tough to shoot pool with a rope and all that.
Yeah?
I did not just go, I did. I totally just went there. So there's this lady I know, right? And she had a really big crush on a friend of mine in Boulder. And he was a pretty big nerd, wasn't real popular with the ladies. And I did get to find out why. So she's got a lot of experience with men, right? So she comes up to him and she actually asked him out on a date. She's, you know, showing a lot of interest in him. So he told her no, because he's got a tiny penis, right? So she come back. She didn't have sex for 6 months. She come back 6 months later and tells him, you know what, dude, I haven't had sex in 6 months. You could please me with a Tic Tac. God bless America. I did not go there.
What?
You wouldn't have to have a cigarette I could con you out of, would you?
I don't.
All right.
She does. I can go grab one real quick.
You're gonna drive all the way over there and come all the way back for little old me?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dallas. Obviously, I am not trying to be rude by not recording his face. He gave his first name last night knowing he was being recorded. Shared some information about the situation knowing he was being recorded. Yeah, the shit with Molly didn't stop. Tried to turn her in yesterday. But the cop was more interested in the dude with the Dolphin vehicle. And I understand that. That's what I'm interested in too. But I gotta turn in Molly as well. Anyway, I'm in this parking lot so I don't get harassed as if I'm trying to stay the night over there. And I have been staying the night, but I try not to. Almost half the nights that I've been there, it's been over some fucking situation where, well, that's actually not true, and I apologize for misleading the situation, and I should apologize to Tom for that, because it was Tom that I was about to mislead the situation about. It ain't even half the nights. It's maybe 4 or 5 nights that I was there extra. But that is a lot of extra attention when you've got somebody like Molly pulling her stuff. Yeah, she's fucking crazy. She can play sane, depending on who she's talking to. She can also play that crazy thing like a motherfucker to try to get sympathy. Now, when you got people who are witnesses to the situation, but you've also got to deal with the fact that there's crooked cops, you got to be afraid to ask people to come forward. I'm glad this young man came forward as well as he did. I found a really cool rock. I don't know why I'm so infatuated with this rock. It just has a nice square shape to it. Showing off a rock to my YouTube channel. Oh, check it out, man. I got a rock. Look how special I am. This is a magic rock. I use this with my CIA special brainwave power thingies. Yup. I'm a Dragon Ball Z. I figured with everybody pretending that I'm crazy, I ought to pretend to be crazy once in a while. Hell yes!
You probably don't take the filters off because they're ultralights.
I do take the filters off.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I got my teeth yanked out when I was like, I don't know, it was about 8 or 9 years ago. And when I had my teeth yanked out, I still wanted a cigarette, but they yanked out 22 of my teeth at once. And I was afraid of getting dry socket. So I started ripping the ass end out of it. I figure if I rip the ass end out, I don't have to suck as hard. And if I don't have to suck as hard, well, I got less likely a chance of sucking out one of my own scabs while trying to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Of course, then I get ignorant motherfuckers tell me, you know, that's what druggies do when they shoot up. Like, no, they fucking don't. I mean, if they're really desperate, I can understand why they'd pull out a cotton filter and try to fucking spoon it. But no, that's not what they fucking do. No, being on heroin doesn't mean that you tear the ass end out of every one of your goddamn cigarettes.
It means it's not strong enough.
Right? Of course, then you got to deal with ignorant, dumb motherfuckers who think that because they got a college education that they know what they're talking about. And I got to tell you, a doctor who has never been on the streets, doesn't know shit about homelessness, is probably not the right doctor for a homeless person. They tell me shit like, all right, so don't lift anything more than 10 pounds and don't bend at the waist. Don't twist. Like, what the fuck kind of world are you living in? Those are survival skills. I have to move.
Right.
The cops aren't going to be like, oh, you got a bad back? All right, fine, sit there like you want to. No, they're going to be like, we don't give a fuck. You're trespassing. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Of course, that cop last night was dumb.
knowing that he was being recorded and knowing that I was literally pointing at evidence, he was going out of his way to continually change the subject, topic, avoid that situation altogether. Like, yeah, you said you were going to investigate. How can I believe that you're going to investigate when you're literally going out of your way to try to leave? You're telling me that you don't want to be there, you don't want to do your job. Like, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, serving themselves.
They can choose which ones they want to serve.
Well, yeah, don't be short, don't be tall, don't be skinny, don't be fat. You have to be a perfect weight, a perfect height, and a perfect look. And you have to know how to paint on your face properly. If you're a black woman, you better bleach your skin. Because the cops aren't going to listen to somebody who ain't a pretty white girl. And if you are a pretty white girl, shit, you got it made. You get to complain about how horrible it is being pretty and having people shower you with gifts because they want to fucking bury their cock in you. Like, man, you know, I feel bad for you, you poor thing. I hope you understand that no means no, and these guys come back later with expectations that you do need to learn to utilize that word no. Otherwise, when you try to turn it into rape, they're not going to accept it. Also, you need to make sure that you're not raped in Boulder County, Colorado, because if you fight back, they will charge you with assault, but they won't charge you rapist. If you don't fight back, they still won't charge you rapist. They'll charge you with making a false report because you didn't fight back enough. So moral of the story is, if you have a vagina, don't go to Boulder County, Colorado. Or if you're into that thing, go ahead.
Sounds ass back.
It is ass backwards. It's like going to Nebraska. You see these farmers that are getting government subsidies, right, for not doing jack shit. They hire foreign people to do the work, right? They're called Harveys, and they come in 2 to 3 times a year to harvest everything. So you've got the farmer who owns the land, right? He's getting these government subsidies. And then he goes down to the bar and he spends $50 a night at the bar complaining that blacks and Mexicans are the reason that he's always broke. Meanwhile, if you do the math, that's $1,500 a month that he's spending at the bar to complain that blacks and Mexicans are the reason that he's broke. That's over twice what I get a month in disability, and now I don't even get my disability because I was rich enough to get help. God bless America. Meanwhile, the cops have known about the situation with Molly for 3 weeks. I've been recording the situation with Molly for 3 weeks. I've been recording the situation with Tom, that's the old guy that was with her for fucking 3 weeks. He wanted to escape. I have him recorded on my YouTube channel talking about how fucked up the situation he was in and how scared he was. Now then, I go to try to help him out how he needs, and he's right back in that situation, and he's keeping his mouth shut. What the fuck? But I also get it. He's 80 years old. He's got a hotel room. Put him up there for 13 years. Don't deal with the bullshit for that. Most people out here would for at least a couple of nights. But when you're a woman, that becomes a very dangerous thing. Well, I'll put you up for a couple of nights. Sure. Next thing you know, you've got one of your friends walking down the street shivering, her clothes are torn, and she's afraid to go to the cops because the dude who just raped her is friends with the cops. Lovely. And that happens a lot. And I got a lot of the rape victims, both male and female, on my YouTube channel speaking about it. People like Molly, they're a dime a dozen out here on the streets. They are highly rated. And if they don't get what they want, they will go out of their way to destroy your life. She tried to have me committed, tried to have Tom committed. Meanwhile, she's the one threatening to kill me. She's the one beating on my vehicle. And in every single recording that I have with her, she initiates the situation by starting shit. Or when he's trying to get away from her, she comes up and tries to get friendly to find out where he's at. He's already instructed me not to tell her where he is at, ever. So when she comes up to me and is wanting to beat on my vehicle after 3 weeks of me ignoring her as best I can, I got harassed by well, I can't call it harassment. I expected it. I expected her to go in there and pull her female crap and go, oh, poor me, I'm scared. Like, Jesus Christ, you're the one beating on my vehicle, ladies. So I gotta find somebody to help me turn this shit in. Meanwhile, I got the whole weekend where the cops know that I'm trying to turn it in. Also, I did have some pot earlier, but the guy who gave it to me had it in bag of bath, so I didn't get to smoke it. Fuck that shit. But at least I ran into him, he gave it to me like 2 days ago, and I ran into him tonight. I'm like, I don't know who you got that from, but there was some fucking shards in it. I don't know if it was meth in it, or if it was fentanyl in it exactly. Steve, he said, oh, shit, I'm sorry, I put it in the wrong bag, I didn't mean to do that, and I completely spaced it. So, even though I did hold on to it so I could turn it into the cops and say, hey, this is some fucked up shit that needs to not happen. Now that I know it was an honest mistake, I still have to be able to find it and throw it away, but I can't do that. That's not the lady from last night, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I guess I only saw one of them. I heard, it sounded like 3 voices in there. Did she say hi, Sean? Damn.
Being mean.
Yeah, that lady Molly's been at it for a while. Yeah. So I'm thankful you existed last night. Like a bastard. Holy shit, I still have $1 and there's soda machine. Right there,
You thirsty or hungry?
always. I got a bunch of stuff from the food bank, but I can't cook any of it.
Yourself something to drink. Yeah.
That's money.
Yeah.
I'll actually waste this on food and drinks. I won't spend it on alcohol though. I could drink it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm scared of Molly. I'm not sure if that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Last night, you guys being in the parking lot, you let me know what was going on. She was walking my direction. I mean, literally, if that cop would have left, she'd have walked up to my vehicle again. I don't know what I fucking done.
Well, I would have went over there and said something.
Thank you.
I'm that type of guy. I'm like, there's a part of the community that's good, there's part that's bad. It's some like, you don't look like you're on drugs, tweaking out or anything, but I don't take you as like a bad person. But there's tweakers in this town that are like, they're tweakers,
Yeah.
But
If she had come up to my vehicle again last night, especially after 2 weeks of this, like either A, I would have curled up into a ball and fucking cried myself and gone back to sleep. I'm fucking scared of this shit. Or I would have fucking screamed at the top of my lungs, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, until the cops showed up and arrested me. Those are basically my 2 options. Decide shit like that. Really? It is. We're running out of good people. Yeah. Does that make me a whiny little bitch for saying something? Because I actually do something bad.
That's it.
she has like it's like really black hair.
She's like Indian or something.
I haven't met her yet.
But she does it all the time.
out here around the man. I know that guy that gave you had other stuff in it. I know that wasn't something that he was doing to be mean or malicious or try to push it in my system that doesn't belong in my system. He recognized that I was stressed and he wanted to give me a bowl of hot. He thought it would help. And the first thing that I noticed was put it in my hand and started walking away, and a little sharp dropped out right on my palm. This is fucked up shit. Second time something like this happened, because I got dosed up there in the river, but it was by some little shipwrecks. He didn't understand what an indigo something. He was acid. Because first of all, they're not going to come back from acid. Second of all, they're not going to taste it. No, these fucking shipwrecks did was put a bunch of fucking meth into a Dr. Pepper as an apology for threatening to kill me over shit that didn't happen.
For a lot of people nowadays, they
And see, that's what I was worried about. When they put that stuff in my drink, yeah, I knew it was chemicals of some sort, but I couldn't understand how they did this teenager is going to root over something. See, and I've had people warn me about that here. Like, yeah, they're putting fentanyl on me. And they're telling me,
You gotta be very careful.
can't even tell.
they say to get it from the dispensaries. I've also been told that it's coming from the Norteños, in specific in this area. And that they're also the ones that are trafficking a lot of the females up the Oregon coast.
Yeah, you can't tell it's in them. It's like,
Yeah. Natalie Bollinger was strung out on heroin and doing meth with her dad when she was 13. He was selling it for him and she was having sex with him. He was also having her have sex with other people until his dead. So yeah, it's nationwide. Hold on a second. I can pretend to be Austin Brass at.
what? No, I'm not.
When I was a kid, you were saying about saying something. When I was a kid, that's how we were taught to do something about the situation. We were taught if you're being bullied, number one, you go to your bully and you tell them how it makes you feel. Number two, you go to a trust adult, like your teachers, a preacher, a police officer, your parents. If that doesn't work, you go to your friends for safety in numbers. But of course, that only works if you have friends, or real friends, I should say.
Yeah, what the bullies wanted to see you react. That's it.
But if you don't react, they'll do it over and over again until you eventually have a mental breakdown.
I got kicked out of high school quite a few times because I got in a fight with people with special needs kids and stuff. And it's like, no, it's not their fault.
I'm a special needs adult, and they use that against me as often as they can to try to pretend that I'm schizophrenic, I'm autistic. But then they want to ignore that when they come to the sentencing or saying, oh, well, you aren't responsible enough to make a police report, but you are responsible enough to take a full sentence on something you didn't even do. So we can cut you off from showing evidence for defending yourself by calling you mentally ill, and then we take away the mentally ill part because we want to sentence you. Well done. But what you were saying about walking over and saying something, that's what it takes to stop bullies. But that's what we're taught with that safety in numbers. If you see somebody else being victimized and you continue walking by and letting that happen to them, you are responsible for every person that assailant assaults after that. If they get away with doing that because you allowed them to, and then later on they come back and they do that to you or somebody in your family, that's what it takes for people to care. Kind of like the movie with Spider-Man where his uncle gets shot. You know, he just lets the guy run by. Not my problem. What happens? His uncle gets killed.
But, yeah, I gotta take off with my friends here. So,
All right. Well,
That's much more fun than listening to me talk about myself.
I'd love to stay longer, but
Absolutely. Thank you for existing. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
You too, thank you. Oh, yes, ma'am. And my rock. I don't know how much you give me, but I am definitely gonna go get something to drink. I might not buy any food. I have some peaches here and some raisins, and if I don't expend any money, I might be able to waste it on insurance, so I don't lose my vehicle and all of my evidence. I have been helping find missing people since I got here to Oregon. And although the two people that I set off to find,
I was on your YouTube video yesterday.
oh, you in the back?
Yeah.
You're on my YouTube video today too then.
Not
It's
today.
still recording.
Oh wait, no, it was today.
Yeah, it was at like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
I used two accounts. First, I said that there was people in a trunk, and then I said that there was.
You were the one telling me that the people over in the vehicle had guns and I needed to be afraid and run.
No, I do that to so many people.
That's all right. You know, that was a bit annoying based on the fact that this is a serious situation that's been going on for a few weeks.
Yeah, but then
but
I got serious and I started saying that Molly was coming because that she was coming
she was.
right outside.
Yep. And that's the thing. That cop was starting to drive away. And when you let me know that she was on her way, I fucking screamed. I was not going to have him go away and have her come back right after he left. Oh, no. But apparently they're going to a hot tub.
Yeah, we're all going to that.
Well, you've been ditched by one set of comrades or compatriots. Nope. Dallas is over there dropping her off at the car. By the way, thank y'all for that. You and him. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
I'm used to people trolling me. I'm not used to people being in the same parking lot and actually interacting on my YouTube channel while the shit's going on.
Yeah, we were just kind of there and hanging out, and then that stuff happened. So we were like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Mm-hmm. Dallas was telling me that she really didn't seem right in the head, and she was definitely crazy.
She walked up to us and was like talking nonsense.
Well, definitely thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
My name is Sean, by the way.
My name's Luke.
Good to meet you, Luke.
You as well. Alrighty. Well, see you later.
Yes, sir. Thank you. One of the problems with cops intentionally misidentifying the situation is that it allows people like Molly to get away with doing this, not just to Tom, but also to me. Having a whole bunch of young folks, don't get me wrong, they're old enough to drive. They definitely all look, well, they got facial hair, the guys do. So, I mean, that's pretty decently adult, but I don't know how old they are. I didn't ask how old they are. They were hanging out till 2 o'clock in the morning last night, so obviously old enough to be up past curfew. I'm not sure if there is a curfew here. In some towns there is a youth curfew. They tried using that one against me in Chapel, Nebraska, because I walked at night. I was like, nope, I get my fucking homework done. I got top scores in every test in Chapel High School. I got top scores in every fucking class as far as that goes. Anyway, looks like police from the city of Tillamook is here driving around. And them young'uns are done with their congregation. They're heading off to a pool, and of course, we should probably show the Tillamook cop on the other side of that car there. Wonder what he stopped for. Maybe he's turning and going somewhere else. We can hope. He is creeping awful fucking slow, though. No, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Anyway, none of the people who own this parking lot have bothered to come out and talk to me. But at the same time, obviously, I can't just stay here for the night. That situation last night, I think that them youngins watched enough of my YouTube channel, they'd realize what a fucked up situation this is. Also, most people, their ideas surrounding the situation are to get violent. Sarah Bacon was going to help me to turn this in. Instead, all she did was get drunk and talk about violence. With Candace Vonder on, same thing. Wanted to talk about getting violent with people. That was her solution to the situation there with all them predators. She wanted to shoot them between the eyes. That was her solution. When it turned out it was cops, in specific Officer Michael Beard, yeah, there wasn't no 45. There wasn't no shooting somebody between the eyes. It was her tail between her legs, tuck and run. Goddamn right, I recorded every goddamn thing I could. You want to pretend to be my friend? No, if you was really my friend, you would have fucking spoken up. You would have tried to make a fucking police report about those fucking people harassing you for fucking helping me. Posting up pictures of your old fucking living room. Them youngins got more going for them than any friend I ever had. I believe that young man would have spoken up. I believe he would have gone over there and had words with her. And I believe if he had led, those young ladies would have followed. They would have done more to stop that situation than that cop did, for goddamn sure. Now, I got a few days here where I am stuck, unable to get help. Where I am stuck with the situation with my insurance not taken seriously. That's the thing, is that I started trying to get help with all of this before Natalie was killed. And so far, it's been one fucking bump on the goddamn log after another. Those bumps on a log are the people I'm supposed to go to get help. If you're afraid of being recorded, you're up to no good. If you're afraid of being recorded, you can't help me. One of the things that we were taught as a kid is never trust an adult that asks you to keep secrets. Well, when these people stabbed me in the back, the whole world got to hear their secrets and see the evidence of it. Yeah. Don't play me for a goddamn fool. I'm smarter than you. I don't have the resources that you have. That doesn't mean I'm not making the fucking effort. These people, none of them are dead because of my lack of effort. They're all dead because people chose to victimize me over rumors that nobody ever bothered. To this day, nobody bothers to check if it's true or not. Now, there's plenty of people that I showed evidence to that claimed that they would speak up, and did they? No. They took me for all I was worth, and I understand each of them. A lot of the people that got a hold of me and offered to help, they didn't want to help me. They wanted help with their own situation, and they knew that I had over 1,000 followers on my YouTube channel and less than 1 million. So there's a chance that I might actually look and listen and read and actually speak up. Whereas I'm sure if they tried to get a hold of any of the people that I tried to get a hold of that have big channels, shit, I was fucking blown off. Ignored. Straight up. Yeah, these autism folks, high function autism, most of them went from speaking up for us to it's all about monetization. They're not actually speaking up anymore. They're appeasing the people with the money. If I put a little bit more onto autistic people than is actually their fault, I can appease some of these people with money. Why don't you speak about the actual experience of being autistic? Why don't you speak on the actual experience of being victimized? When he talks about defending them special needs kids, I was one of them special needs kids. Not in his grade, not in his class, not in his school. But those special needs weren't because I was retarded. They were because I was abused. And as a kid, I just had to take it. If I spoke up, I was going to be fucking abused worse. The fact is, what these police officers did across the board is felonious. That includes all the way here in Tillamook. I am an at-risk adult in a very dangerous situation where I do have to be afraid. When you want to pretend that I'm being victimized because I speak up, no. If I wasn't being victimized to begin with, I wouldn't have anything to speak up about. The situation with Molly, that's the major situation that I needed taken care of yesterday. So I suppose I ought to take that money and go get myself something to drink. I'm probably going to walk over to the soda machine because, like I said, it's only $1 a soda there. Oh shit, I lost that money already. Fucking goddamn it. Got a lot of stuff in my vehicle and I'm constantly shuffling it around. There it is. Of course, I'm OCD and they're all pointed weird directions, so I gotta... Fuck yeah, there's $5 there. I'm gonna go spend one of them on a soda pop and I'll try to conserve the other 4. You guys expect me to do things that I'm incapable of doing when I am in a state of crisis. And I've been in a state of crisis since I left Virginia in 2016. I was in a state of crisis prior to that because of my back injuries in 2015. Natalie Bollinger was my saving grace. She was my hero.
She was there for me when everybody else was just words. She's the one person that if she'd actually given a shit, could have put a stop to this. Could have gotten Tim Beeson to stop his bullshit and Maddie Boa to stop her bullshit and her fucking sister to stop her bullshit. But just like Tom, Natalie Marie Bollinger is a goddamn coward. She destroyed innocent lives and allowed more innocent lives to be destroyed because she's a coward. Just like Tom, if he was a good person, would have spoken up about this 3 goddamn weeks ago. Tom's a coward. Molly's getting away with this because Tom the coward is too much of a coward to stand up to her or speak up. If he's going to go back to victimization, that's his dumbass fault. I'm not going back to that shit. But then again, I still have to deal with it now, don't I? Just one more place added to the list of places that I can't go because cops won't do shit about victimization against a homeless male. They will help our predators, and that includes Molly. At least I got to sort of turn in that situation with the old guy, but I still need a place that I can go and safely sit down with my computers and my information and fucking go through it and get it sent to who it needs to fucking go to. These cops are fucking useless. Like every other cop in America. They're pissed off that they're not allowed to blast Negroes and hobos anymore. They're pissed off that they were defunded. You know what? All that money was going to paying off their fucking crimes anyway. How much money was spent in order to pay off the victims of Waylon Lolatai? And literally all of those victims were victimized after he victimized me. All of those people he assaulted were assaulted after he assaulted me. So I'm thankful for them youngins not being little bitches. I'm thankful for them youngins speaking out. You know how it is, though. If you ain't at least 30 years old, you look like a fucking kid to me. So yeah, they all look young. When Molly doesn't get her way, she does evil, vindictive shit. That's not my choice. That's not my fault. That includes the bullshit over there with the Fred Meyers and them coming out and harassing me this morning. And I do have to call it harassment. They harassed me because Molly harassed them. Molly is the fucking predator in this situation, but she's got tits. Meanwhile, she's the one that was beating on my fucking car. That goddamn pig last night, or sorry, this morning, and that goddamn pig yesterday. Those asswipes show why there needs to be actual civilian oversight. That lady who's supposed to be my advocate in this, she has to actually advocate, which means she needs to actually look at the evidence. How is she going to advocate without looking at the evidence? So I just keep saving the evidence of these situations, trying to find somebody who is actually going to fucking help, somebody who's not going to be so busy making fucking excuses that they miss every goddamn thing that's happening. I mean, in the 3 weeks that I've been trying to turn in this shit with fucking Molly, trying to find someone to help me to turn it in these 3 goddamn weeks, Molly has successfully
and consistently been harassing me and threatening me and telling other people that she's going to harm me. And yes, I have it fucking recorded. If she pretends that I would do the things that she did to me, that magically makes it okay. Oh, I wasn't beating on your vehicle. I was just knocking. No, you fucking cunt. You were fucking harassing me again over Tom. So yeah, I'm thankful for Dallas. And that Luke feller. I'm thankful for all them young'uns existing in that fucking parking lot last night. You know how we end these videos. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. No victim left behind.